Good morning, everyone. My name is Natalie May Enrique, and our topic for today is parts and function of the cell. What is cell? The cell came from a Latin word cella, meaning small room. Is the basic structural, functional, and biological unit of all known organisms. A cell is the smallest unit of life. Cells are often called the building blocks of life. This is the example picture of a cell. Nucleus. The nucleus can be thought of as the cell's headquarters. There is normally one nucleus per cell, but this is not always the case. The skeletal muscle cells, for instance, have two. The nucleus contains the majority of the cell's DNA. The nucleus sends out messages to tell the cell to grow, divide, or die. Plasma membrane. To ensure each cell remains separate from its neighbor, it is enveloped in a special membrane known as the plasma membrane. This membrane is predominantly made of phospholipids, which prevent water-based substance from entering the cell. The plasma membrane contains a range of receptors which carry out a number of tasks, including being gatekeepers, markers, communicators, and fasteners. Cytoplasm. The cytoplasm is the interior of the cell that surrounds the nucleus, and it's around 80% water. It includes the organelles and a jelly-like fluid called cytosol. Many of the important reactions that take place in a cell occur in the cytoplasm. Lysosomes and peroxisomes. Both lysosomes and peroxisomes are essentially bags of enzymes. Lysosomes contains enzymes that break down large molecules, including all parts of the cells and foreign materials. Peroxisomes contains enzymes that destroy toxic materials, including peroxide. Cytoskeleton. The cytoskeleton can be considered the scaffolding of the cell. It helps it maintain the correct shape. However, unlike regular scaffolding, the cytoskeleton is flexible. It plays a role in cell division and cell motility. The ability of some cells are moved, such as sperm cell, for instance. The cytoskeleton also helps in cell signaling through its involvement in the uptake of material from outside the cell, and it's involved in moving material around within the cell. Endoplasmic reticulum. The endoplasmic reticulum processes molecules within the cell and helps transport them to their final destination. It synthesizes, folds, modifies, and transports proteins. The ER is made up of elongated sacs called cisternae held together by the cytoskeleton. There are two types of endoplasmic reticulum, the rough ER and the smooth ER. What is the difference between these two? The rough endoplasmic reticulum has on it ribosomes, which are small, round organelles whose function it is to make those proteins. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum function is many metabolic processes. It synthesizes lipids, phospholipids, as in plasma membrane and steroids. Cells that secrete these products, such as cells of the testes, ovaries, and skin oil glands, have an excess of smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Golgi apparatus. Once molecules have been processed by the ER, they travel to the Golgi apparatus. The Golgi apparatus is sometimes considered the post office of the cell, where items are packed and labeled. Once materials leave, they may be used within the cell or taken outside of the cell for use elsewhere. Mitochondria, often referred to as the powerhouse of the cell. Mitochondria help turn energy from the food that we eat into energy that the cell can use. Adenosine triphosphate, or ATP. However, mitochondria have a number of other jobs, including calcium storage and a role in cell death. Ribosomes. In the nucleus, DNA is transmitted into RNA, or ribonucleic acid, a molecule similar to DNA which carries the same message. Ribosomes read the RNA and translate it into protein by sticking together amino acids in the order defined by the RNA. Some ribosomes float freely in the cytoplasm, others are attached to the ER. Vesicles. Vesicle is a structure within or outside the cell, consists of liquid or cytoplasm enclosed by a lipid bilayer. Vesicle form naturally during the process of secretion, exocytosis, uptake or endocytosis, and transport the material within the plasma membrane. Nucleolus. The nucleolus is a distinct structure present in the nucleus of eukaryotic cell. Primarily, it participates in assembling the ribosomes, alteration of transfer RNA, and sensing cellular stress. The nucleus is composed of RNA and proteins, which form around specific chromosomal regions. Centrosome. The centrosome came from a Latin word centrum, or center, and a Greek word soma, or body. Is an organelle that serves as the main microtubule organizing center of the animal cell, as well as regulator of a cell cycle progression. The centrosome is thought to have evolved in the metazoan lineage and eukaryotic cell. So that's the end of our